Why is Objective-C so complicated?
I know that's ironic, given that Objective-C was supposed to be a simplified subset of the C programming language.
That means Objective-C is the opposite of its intended purpose.
C in and of itself is complicated. Objective-C was made more complicated by the absorption of the next step operating system in the mid-1990s.
That's like when someone tries to come up with a consolidated standard for 10 separate standards and ends up inventing an 11th standard.
Objective-C was made more complicated by the adaptation to work with Cocoa, later Cocoa Touch.
Objective-C developed lots of extra features, functions, bugs, whatever you want to call it, in order to keep up with Cocoa. Not so sweet then.
Apple kept the old proprietary software, hardware and OS model. They had no reason to break open Objective-C and evolve their unique programming language to something more open.
Like Linux and JavaScript.
And because Objective-C was tailored to work with Cocoa Touch, it had to evolve to keep up with Cocoa's constant stream of new and sometimes improved features.
And then there's the syntax.
English speakers complain about the two usted vos formal and informal Spanish forms of you. Spanish speakers complain about all of the irregular verbs in English.
You think the syntax complaints are only because other people aren't familiar with them.
The syntax in Objective-C makes it pretty powerful, and it simplifies the commands to control the Mac hardware.
And more complicated.
That's why Apple makes its tech support as simple as possible.
Apple's uses wipe and restore to factory defaults the way Microsoft uses Control-Alt-Delete.
Sometimes the only solution to a Gordian knot is to cut through it with a sword.
Or buy an Android phone and install a Linux server at home.